on a line with Timmy Walters and Redmond Lane. And it'll be Draghi and Bick back on the back line. So, again, because of the injuries, the Steamers have not been able to put the same team on the field many times at all this year. But it's a tribute to the talent of this team that they are still in the thick of the Western Division race, but a win on the road tonight is needed. Sobieski had strep throat this week. He is just weak, not feeling very strong, so that is why he is not in the lineup tonight. Ball played by the Steamers off the kickoff, the Force rejecting it downfield, and Slobo has it back in his own goal area. Plays it on the left side for Sammy Bick. Sammy against Cleveland's number 13, Louis Nanshaw. Played it up the left wing for Redmond Lane. Intercepting there was Joe Raduca, back to his keeper Vaquero. Straight up the middle for their midfielder, the talented Finnish player Kai Haskivi. Haskivi, number 12, brings it up to the Cleveland red line now with Tai Keogh, the other midfielder, watching him directly on. Haskivi plays it ahead. Number 7, a touch is Tommy Christensen. Back of the midfield stripe, their big defender, the big rough guy up there is Bernie James. Long right wing ball into the corner. They switch it across the penalty area. Tai Keogh a clearing header. Haskivi a weak shot on goal, and Slobo handle it rather easily. He plays a line drive down the right wing for the streaking Timmy Walters. Hits the top of the glass and stays in play. Walters one-on-one against Bernie James. Back on the point for Draghi, who's playing defense again. Tommy Christensen took it away from Donald. It's on the far side for Haskivi against Keogh and Walters. Haskivi got around Walters, red line, plays it right wing, nicely done. Up over the top, a shot, and Slobo made the save. And Tai Keogh has it on the near side. Force gets it away on some good work by Haskivi. A shot by Christensen was blocked nicely by Draghi. Don gives it off on the near side for Redmond Lane. He is tripped up from behind on a foul by Tommy Christensen. St. Louis free kick, but this Cleveland team really can pass that soccer ball.
Kai Haskivi, he's a quarterback. He comes down, and twice now that they've come down, he's controlled the ball, and he's looking for that long outlet pass. We've got to mark tightly off the ball and not be watching him, not be ball watching. Don't let these people free in the corners. Just stay right on them tightly.
St. Louis leads the all-time series, but Cleveland has a 5-3 lead in this building. Steamers have won 9 of 16 against this team, and as Bob told you, last year was not very profitable for St. Louis in this meeting. Tai Keogh in his own right wing corner. Don Draghi trying to get it out. Haskivi against Slobo. Slobo got it to the corner. Keogh, and now Draghi lifts it up toward the red line. Headed back in by number 6, Trevor Dawkins. Top of the penalty area, Don Ebert making his first appearance for Jeff Cacciatore. Jeff brings it up the left side. Ebert on that bad toe trying to make a run of it. And it's played back by Peter Miller to his goalkeeper, Chris Vaquero. And as Dave Clemens told us before the game, Don Ebert will be taking a lot of short, quick shifts on the floor this evening. Right side is Drew Ferguson, number 3. Around the boards, Neil Cohen ran him off the ball. Slobo punched it away, and they gave it right back to the Force. A foul in the corner by Cohen against number 16, Craig Allen. It'll be a Cleveland free kick in the right wing corner. Murphy plays it up over the top. And we're going to get a 2-minute penalty against Don Ebert. He did not give the man room to take the free kick. It's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct or delay of game against St. Louis, Don Ebert.
Quickly they call that. Donnie wasn't that far off. I thought he was okay. Here again, the official right away pulled the 2 minutes. Why not back him off? And I didn't see him tell Donnie to get back. He went right in and waited for Donnie, made the ball in play, and then he called the foul.
Cleveland immediately gets a power play. The Force this year, 15 of 32 for 46.8%. St. Louis killing penalties has killed 37 of 51. Let's check that. They've killed 22 of 37, or just about 60% efficiency in killing power plays.
They've got their guns in there now. They're going to try and score early, which is very, very important. Got our backs to the wall right off the bat. Just have to hang in there tough now.
Peter Miller, the trigger man on the right wing side. They will have Haskivi on the far post. They've also got George Nanshaw in there. On the right side is Nanshaw taking it for Furphy. His quick shot on goal handled easily by Slobo. And they've got Peter Miller on the right point, Craig Allen on the left point. Slobo gets it all the way down the field to waste time. 12:20 left in the first quarter. 1:45 left in the penalty to Don Ebert for a delay of game. And that's one of those things you just don't think about when you're making your first appearance in about a month on the floor, and Don just got caught by the referee. Sammy Bick against Nanchoff in the near corner. Right point, Peter Miller against Ty Keogh. Miller on the left side for Furphy. You don't want to let him get wound up from the corner. Furphy and Allen playing a little give and go. Nice steal, Timmy Walters. One-on-one against Miller. Timmy will hold it now and try to waste some time. Played it nicely to himself around the boards. Miller hounding him from behind. Walters still with the soccer ball. Gets around another man. Plays it back beautifully for Sammy Bick. Bick all the way back to Slobo. Well done by Timmy Walters. Straight up the middle, Cacciatore for Keogh. Little one-touch penalty killing here by the Steamers. Keogh on the far boards. Hoskeby tried to get it away. Keogh all the way down the boards in the corner. Beautiful penalty killing by the Steamers, as the penalty now is down to 50 seconds for Cleveland.
Timmy Walters, boy, he earned his keep right there when he was out. That took 20-some seconds, 22 seconds. He intercepted the ball, went all the way down, held the ball, played it back. Excellent.
Murphy left point, Miller right point. Ty Keogh in front of him. Miller angles it across. A deflection by Furphy on goal, and Slobo did well to cover it up. That's the most dangerous play on the power play, when the ball changes directions right in front of the keeper. Whistle and a foul on Cacciatore against Furphy. Jeff didn't like the call. It'll be a forced free kick right in the midfield circle. Buffalo trailing at Baltimore 4-1 late in the second quarter. And on goal, Furphy, or rather, Hoskeby scores. Came right down the slot, beat Slobo to the right post, and Cleveland has a power play goal.
Steamers played it very well. They came down the left side, played it over to Hoskeby. He drove to the center, hit right foot into the right corner. We had people all over him. You know, he's about 5'10", 5'11", 170, and he's still very strong.
It's the 11th goal of the year for Hoskeby. We'll take a timeout. Be back in a moment. Cleveland on top 1-0. This is St. Louis Steamers soccer.
You've heard what our customers have been saying about Feld Chevrolet.
And I've recommended it already to a number of people.
If I had a problem with the car I bought here, I would feel like, and I come back and tell them about it, they would take care of it to my satisfaction.
I've always recommended Feld Chevrolet.
We're so sure that a new Chevrolet from Feld is right for you that we'll give you a $25 check good for valuable merchandise just for taking a test drive. Feld Chevrolet, working to earn your trust.
The Steamers will have the kickoff now as we return to action, trailing by a goal. Ricky Davis and Duncan McEwen on the line with Larry Hulser, Tony Bellinger, and Neil Cohen on defense. Steamers did a good job of killing the power play for a while, but finally the goal. Right side, Davis in the corner. Ricky muscling on the boards, got the arms extended. He was called for the foul. The scoring play, Hoskeby is 11th. The power play from Murphy at 4:04. So it came a minute and 36 seconds after the delay of game penalty on Don Ebert. Down the right side, Christensen crosses it. A header. Oh, what a great save by Slobo. The ball rebounded off Bellinger and came right back to Christensen, and Slobo had to do well to knock away that header. Left side, Hulser in the corner for Ricky Davis. Ricky off the boards in front. Hulser trying to get to it. Bernie James beat him to it up into the crowd. It'll be a St. Louis kick in on the right wing, almost from the corner kick spot.
I like what Larry Hulser did. Instead of staying back and supporting, he saw Ricky going in that left corner. He just made a run to the right side. They did a good job marking him up, but that's what sometimes we have to do from the back. We have to force from the back with either a midfielder or one of our backs and try and get some play in there.
Daryl Duran will be the right wing trigger man for the Steamers. They got Bellinger and Bick out on the point. Oh, in front, Walters a shot. Oh, it almost got in. Vaquero just got an arm on it and kept it away from the goal. Here come the force down the right side. Number 25 is Keith Murphy. Now it's centered around the boards, and knocking it in there was Louis Nanchoff off the boards, and Slobo came out to grab it. Slobo lobs it a la outdoor soccer up over the top for Sammy Bick. Bellinger has it. St. Louis very slow in making a line change. Still only has 4 men out there besides the keeper. Now Draghi steps on. Right wing ball's nicely done for Duncan McEwen. Off the boards in front. Knocked away by the Cleveland defense all the way to midfield. Sammy Bick steps on, and now he has the ball. In the midfield circle, taken away by Furphy. Nanchoff, they're 3-on-2. Turns it, left side, Furphy, shots, hit the goalpost. Rebound, wide. Another shot. This one hit just wide of the goal off the foot of Furphy. I tell you, this Cleveland team can really play at home. We have a whistle and a foul, and a penalty is going to be called, I believe, against Drew Ferguson of the Cleveland Force. He knocked down a St. Louis player along the boards and then would not allow him to get up.
He hit Larry Halter. Larry Halter had the ball coming down the left side. He just hooked his legs and knocked him over. He's complaining, and I was hoping he'd get another 2 minutes for dissent. Boy, they've got some guns out there, and they all shoot, and they all come from the back. Slobo's played great so far. He made 2 good saves, and they were just off the mark by a few inches.
Ferguson, 2 minutes for tripping at 5:41. 9:19 left in the first quarter of play. We'll take a quick time out with the Steamers coming back in the power play from Cleveland. This is Steamer Soccer.
Stock up now and save at Schnucks during the last week for double manufacturer coupons. We've packed our aisles with more of the trusted quality name brand products you want. More than any other store in town. The very best selection at double the savings. So hurry and redeem your favorite coupons at double their value now through Sunday, January 8th at Schnucks. And save half on opening night tickets to Sesame Street Live with discount vouchers from Schnucks, the friendliest stores in town.
Steamers will be on the power play now as we return. Daryl Duran will give it back to Slobo. Ricky Davis is on the right point. Redmond Lane, Tim Walters, and Don Ebert up front. Boy, it's good to see Don on that power play. St. Louis, Slobo ahead for Duran. Daryl left side for Redmond Lane at the point. In the corner, Walters in front, hit it right to the keeper, and Vaquero made an easy pickup. Goes straight up the field to Brett Hall. Good steal by Redmond Lane and Ricky Davis to regain possession of midfield. 1:35 left in the St. Louis power play. Steamers this year, 14 of 51, 27.5%. Duran shooting, deflected by the defense. Redmond Lane the rebound way wide. Far corner, pulled down there by John Victor. He scissors kicks it out of there. Daryl Duran up on top. Right side for Ricky Davis. First time pass for Ebert. They knocked it around the boards. Ebert and Davis got it back momentarily. Brett Hall clears it back along the boards. Cleveland to midfield. Hall at the midfield circle. Redmond Lane and Ricky Davis get it back for St. Louis. With 1 minute left in the St. Louis power play, 8:15 left in the first quarter. Cleveland leads it 1-0 on a goal by Hauskevy. Davis the shot, blocked at the defense. Duran pulling down the rebound. Darrell left point, Redmond Lane, one touch, shooting wide. He was taken down hard in the corner by Brett Hall. Up the near side comes Cleveland's John Victor, number 8. Walters and Duran team up on him. Redmond Lane and Walters get it back for the Steamers. And Slobo will reload on what might be St. Louis's final thrust down the field on this power play. To midfield, Daryl Duran approaching the Cleveland red line. Right side, looking left point now for Redmond Lane. A run and a shot. It's deflected by the defense. Bernie James. Had that shot gotten through, Bob, it might have been trouble for Cleveland.
We're doing what we want to do. We've got Redmond Lane getting the ball. We've got that back defender committing himself. Now we should have somebody deep in the corner where he can play the ball to.
Davis right side for Walters. He crossed it. Taken away easily by John Victor. They clear it straight up the middle. Slobo comes out as Brett Hall did not challenge him. Left side, Duran. 5 seconds left in the power play. Redmond Lane around the boards. Ebert took a poke at it, but Vaquero comes away. Here comes a man out of the penalty box. They throw it up to him to the St. Louis red line. Left side goes Drew Ferguson. Good play by Ricky Davis. They're going to call him for a foul. I can't believe it. Ricky just made a clean steal, and the referee on the near side, Joe Rudy, who was on the other side of the field, made the call, and the referee Silva approaching from behind let him take the free kick. It'll be Cleveland with the ball on the left wing. Steamers wanted to make a line change, and nobody could get the attention of the players on the floor. Furphy at the left point. Out toward the midfield stripe, plays it straight ahead for Drew Ferguson. Daryl Duran watching him. Tim Walters took a whack at it. Duran a nice steal along the boards, and Redmond Lane clears it out to Ricky Davis. Ebert leaves. Sammy Bick is on for the Steamers. On the near side, it's Davis against Keith Furphy. His father, Ken Furphy, the former coach in the NASL, visiting from England, watching this game this evening. Don Draghi, right point. Ty Keogh plays it back to Draghi, but it was deflected away by a defender. Ty with a little back heel pass to Ricky Davis. He's hit hard by Peter Miller. Got around a couple of minutes, scores! Ricky Davis stepped around 2 men. First it was Drew Ferguson who tried to knock him down. And then just as I thought they would call a penalty or a foul, he stepped around Furphy and scored to the far post. What a great goal by Ricky Davis.
Great body balance. He was getting hit from the left side. He just kept his feet going, kept his shoulder down, drove in, and bang.
We are tied 1-1 with 6:29 left in the first quarter from Cleveland. This is Steamer Soccer.
Budweiser salutes the coaches and trainers of the 1984 U.S. Olympic team.
That's the way, Mark. That's the move. How'd it go, big fella?
Flatten your back. Come on, bounce. Now stretch those arms out. Get down into it. Pull the arms back.
The gun goes off. I really want you to explode off the line. Arm swing, arm swing.
To the U.S. Olympic coaches and trainers, the team behind the team, this Bud's for you.
Ricky Davis showing tremendous balance and tremendous strength on that goal, Bob Burnett.
Sure did. And Ty Keogh hustling for the ball prior to Ricky getting the ball, kept it in play. That was a good assist for Ty, but Ricky's got great body balance. Strong, stays down with it, and talk about a true shot. He's so important.
Penalty area. Here comes Cleveland trying to get an Allen was on the goal. Craig Allen trying to get an angle on the net from a pass from Drew Ferguson. Now Sammy Bick plays it ahead for Cacciatore. Jeff Cacciatore for Sammy Bick. Ty Keogh on the far side. Keogh, number 10, straight down the boards, intended for Ebert. Peter Miller came up to break that one up. Miller to the midfield circle. Cacciatore took a poke at him. Davis, Ricky got his 19th goal of the year from Ty Keogh at 9:31. Up long on the right wing boards. Furphy around the boards in front. Sammy Bick will step in front of that one as he took it away nicely. And the Steamer captain brings it up and switches it right side for Ty Keogh to the Cleveland red line. Ty Keogh shooting wide. Ebert backing in. Just as he was ready to let it go, Peter Miller just got a whack at it. That was the classic Don Ebert move that he loves to pull, where he backs into the net and turns. And Miller now steals away an Ebert pivot pass. Peter Miller up to the red line. Straight up the middle. Can't get a shot. Now we're going to get a penalty. Looks like they're going to get Cacciatore from behind. The Steamers let Peter Miller split the defense, and then they had to take him down to keep him from taking a dangerous shot.
John Dregge did a good job, though. He just kept laying back, waiting for his help to come from behind as long as he could. Then he was in a situation where they had him 2-on-1, and he had to commit himself. Jeff Cacciatore had no choice. He had to go down after him. He had to get him from the back.
Cleveland is now 16 of 33 on power play, so they're just under 50%.
Well, I don't know.
Cacciatore for tripping at 9:46. Dangerous place for a free kick here. Just on top of the penalty area, about a yard beyond the penalty spot. They play it left side. Furphy shooting. Hit the glass above the net. Rebounds all the way out to the right point. Bellinger, Walters, Cohen, and Bick, the penalty killers in front of Slobo. They played all the way back to Chris Vaquero. Ahead for Peter Miller. He's the right point man along with Furphy on the left side. Right corner for Nanshaw. In front, they have Craig Allen and Kai Houskeby. One of the most potent power plays there is in the MISL. Right side.
I'm sorry, Bob. They're very deliberate, too. And they look big out there, you know, those yellow uniforms. And they're just going to move the ball slow and then switch fields real quick.
Furphy a shot. Houskeby tried to deflect it in at the goal mouth. Slobo did well to knock it away. Peter Miller, right side. Georgie Nanshaw crosses it. Walters, good defensive play. They tried to throw it far across for Houskeby and then had Allen on the near post. And Timmy Walters cut it off nicely. Long ball from Cohen up to midfield. Bounces into the penalty box. It'll be a kick in for the Cleveland Force with 1:08 left in the power play. The penalty to Jeff Cacciatore.
One thing I like, Bob, they'll play the ball to the wings, but he doesn't necessarily shoot. He's going to see how we're going to react, and he'll either then shoot or go to the corner or play it across.
Peter Miller, right side boards. Bellinger. Now Nanshaw gets loose. A whistle and a foul against Cleveland. Nanshaw pushed Tony Bellinger off the ball, so St. Louis will have the free kick on the left side of their defensive end. Sammy Bick rifles it up over, well, it's going to cross all three lines. It hit the glass first. What happened? The referees seem a little confused.
It hit the glass.
If it hits the glass, is it still a three-line pass? I guess not. They're going to give them
Drop ball.
the referees, I think, had a little problem with the call. They may have a drop ball because one referee said offside, 3-line pass, and the other said play on. And so now they're going to have a drop ball. And if anything, that penalizes the Steamers because Tim Walters had the ball alone down on the left wing boards. Cleveland wins the drop ball. 45 seconds left in the power play. They've already scored one this evening on the man advantage situation. Housekeeping centers it. Tim Walters just waited for it. Gets control. A one touch, now two. Along the far boards looking to waste time. Turns it inside beautifully. He's hit from behind. No penalty, but it will be a St. Louis free kick. Timmy Walters has been brilliant killing penalties so far this evening on an individual basis.
Oh, really working hard. Really working hard. This time and on the last time we were against it.
Ball goes back to Slobo. Slobo almost in trouble, gave it up to Bick. Ahead for Redmond Lane. Furphy intercepted at midfield. And Cleveland reloads one more time on the power play with 20 seconds remaining before Jeff Cacciatore rejoins us.
Here's where we have to be tough. This is where they got us last time.
On the far side, played in the corner. Housekeeping took a whack at it. Furphy out on top. Kiss it goodbye about 20 rows up. St. Louis will have a goal kick with only 7 seconds left in Jeff Cacciatore's penalty. Jeff, along with Sammy Bick, playing in every Steamer game this year. And, of course, both of their individual consecutive game streaks are approaching 100. Well, we got some crazy things for you tonight. We're going to tell you about Cabbage Patch Doll promotions at the arena. Steamer's autographed cups. We got a lot in store for you this evening, along with a great soccer game that's 1-1 at this point, with 3:21 left in the first quarter of play. Cleveland, Housekeeping his 11th, a power play from Furphy at 4:04. St. Louis, Ricky Davis is 19th from Ty Keogh at 9:31. For Ty, that was his second assist of the year. He now has 3 points. And all of those have come, I think, in the last 3 ball games.
Oh,
Redmond Lane knocked off the ball by Nanchoff. It'll be a St. Louis free kick. Redmond's acting job may have helped a little bit in that instance. Nevertheless, St. Louis gets the ball back with only 2 seconds left in the power play for Cleveland. Cacciatore is back on, and so Ty Keogh will give it back to Slobo, who will try to get something started here. So a good penalty killing job by St. Louis, and again, the outstanding work of Timmy Walters up front has to be recognized as the #1 reason for that. Redmond Lane at the red line. Switches it far side for Sammy Bick. Draghi also on defense, ahead for Ricky Davis. Ricky tried to whack it through there for Keogh, who is running to the corner. Coming back the other way for Cleveland is Bernie James. He switches it left wing for Tommy Christensen. Ball is high in the air. Keogh beats Housekeeping on a 50-50 header. Now it's played to the right side for Georgie Nanchoff against Don Draghi. Top of the penalty area. Christensen a touch. On the right side, Bernie James switches it far side for Christensen. Sammy Bick fronted him, and then Christensen just chipped it up the glass into the crowd. And the Steamers will have a kick in with 2:29 left in the first quarter of play. It's been a well-played first quarter so far, Bob.
Cleveland 4 is very deliberate, and they'll play the whole width. They spread wide. They'll play the ball 1 and 2 touches around, and you see they try and trap you to one side, and they go quick to the other side. I like what the Steamers are doing, too, so far. They played very well offensively, and look like we've got 5 people in the attack. We're coming from the back. We're doing a lot of running off the ball. I don't think that Cleveland's that quick. We could hurt them sometimes with quick balls into those corners.
Left wing, Nanchoff working. Bad angle, beautiful block by Duncan McEwen. Plus a steal. Draghi ahead for Ricky Davis. Ricky switches it near side at the midfield stripe for Larry Hulser. Hulser, number 15, looking right wing. He's got Duncan McEwen. He needles it through there. Ball is Bernie James controlling in the right wing corner. He backheels it out of danger for Christensen. They cleared up nicely along the boards. Housekeeping, who seems to be out there all the time. Left side for Nanchoff. They've got a man, Raduca, running to the near post. A whistle and a foul called against Don Draghi. And Cleveland will have a left wing free kick from close to the corner spot. Quickly they play it, and Bellinger clears it away after the Steamers had made the defensive block. It goes long down the right wing. Vaquero will leave it for Bernie James. We're down to 1:30 left first quarter.
They're such good offensive players, Bob. We've got to mark real tight off the ball. We got some people ball watching out there. Stay on them.
Played long ball. Housekeeping missed on the header. Larry Hulser tried to play it out along the boards. Housekeeping a back heel. Ricky Davis, nice steal on the far boards. 3-on-2. Davis, Hulser to his right, Cacciatore to his left. Larry Hulser, one touch, lost it to Peter Miller. In front, Cacciatore a piece of it. Draghi knocks it down, can't hold it off the chest. On the right point, Cleveland cleared it away on their defensive side. Now St. Louis has it back with 1 minute left in the first quarter of play. Don Draghi, right point for Hulser. Larry winding up and shooting on goal, and Vaquero went down to his right. Sneaky type shot.
Those can go in. The keeper gets screened by one of his defenders, they can go in. Plus the fact we got to have to get some midfielders shooting.
Those kind of shots were beating Shep Messing like crazy the other day in New York. Here they come. Oh, what a save by Slobo. They had a 3-on-1 down the right side. They centered it to Furphy, who was wide open in front, and Slobo just completely cleaned him out.
Boy, can't he react.
Daryl Duran back the other way with 20 seconds remaining. Ball is controlled back on the defense. Trevor Dawkins plays it far side for Peter Miller. Boy, we got all kinds of litter all over the floor here. We had a foul in midfield on Cacciatore. We've got paper airplanes. I saw a coin come flying down. Must be a Friday night crowd here at Cleveland. Right side, Peter Miller. 5 seconds left. Long ball into the crowd. St. Louis goal kick. Clock stops. St. Louis will have the goal kick, which should just about end the first quarter of play. And it's been a pretty good one for St. Louis. Cleveland got the upper hand early with a power play goal at 4:04. Housekeeping from Furphy, but 5 minutes and 27 seconds later, Ricky Davis got his 19th of the year on a second assist of the season by Ty Keogh. Great individual effort. Slobo plays it up over a couple of lines. Ebert was pushed from behind. Free kick St. Louis with 3 seconds left. Take a miracle to score here. Long ball from Bick in front. A touch for Miller. That's the end of the first quarter of play. Each team got a goal, and the Steamers were lucky not to be down by 2-1 after a tremendous save by Slobo late in the first quarter.
Boy, he went to his left, then he came back to his right, and the ball was on the ground. He went down. Great agility. I'm telling you, I don't know how he did it. He was going left, right, and then he went down. Only he, and earlier in the quarter, he made a great save. But the Steamers are doing very well, Bob.
We played 15 minutes of soccer in Cleveland. We'll take a timeout after 1 period of play. It's the Steamers and the Force tied at 1 apiece. From Richfield, this is St. Louis Steamers soccer.
200,000 miles in space. This is what intelligence looks like. From here on Earth, it may look like this, or like this. At Anheuser-Busch Employees Credit Union, we recognize a special quality, the intelligent difference. It's the quality we respect in others and demand of ourselves. A financial institution cannot be ordinary, and our commitment to quality service is as deep as our recognition of intelligence in all its forms.
Every morning, someone you know is up in time to make you biscuits for breakfast. Delicious buttermilk biscuits, now made fresh right here at McDonald's. We bake them up hot and fluffy. Serve them with pure pork sausage. And top them off with a fresh egg if you like. Now, fresh biscuits every morning and so close to home.
Fresh made biscuits every morning. McDonald's and you.
Weeknights at 10, the junk business has never been better.
We'll start the evening off with my famous Russian cocktail. Vodka and prune juice.
Fred Sanford, why is it every time I come over here you call me ugly?
Because I'm not the type to lie.
Let's dance.
Red Fox stars weeknights at 10, right here on KD&L TV, Channel 30.
I ain't exactly what you call a magazine expert, but I know what people buy. These babies sell like nobody's business. I've seen them come, I've seen them go too. This here's a peach of a buy. You got your whole TV shebang right inside. Everything worth watching. And when you're a busy old geezer like me, you don't have time to miss the good stuff.
TV Guide, on sale now wherever magazines are sold.
Sunday afternoon, January 29th at 2:05 p.m. The Steamers take on the LA Lasers at the arena. Everybody in attendance has an opportunity to win a hot new Cabbage Patch doll. Venture Stores will present 10 Cabbage Patch dolls with adoption papers to 10 lucky fans in attendance. Be sure and come to the Steamer game, and maybe you will be one of the lucky parents of an adorable Cabbage Patch child this year. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and all that. Should be a good one. Steamers against the LA Lasers, January 29th, 2:05 at the arena. Becky Shelley supplying us with our Cabbage Patch model here tonight. Steamers were outshot by Cleveland 12-8 in the first quarter of play. Slobo was forced to make 8 saves in the St. Louis nets, and Vaquero 3 in the Cleveland nets. St. Louis has blocked 3 shots, Cleveland 4 after the first quarter of play. Here we come down the left side. It's Keith Furby for Cleveland. Furby trying to turn it inside on Neo Cohen. He got it back to Slobo nicely, and St. Louis will control. Slobo, line drive upfield. Don Ebert, right wing corner against Peter Miller, who is singing Me and My Shadow this evening. Ebert turned a couple of different ways. Centers it. Cacciatore tried to get a touch, and Furphy got it away defensively. Neo Cohen racing him to midfield. Furphy and Cohen touch it. Comes loose for Cacciatore. Jeff back the other way. Steamers going from left to right. To the red line, has Daryl Duran and Bellinger trailing. Catch off the boards in front. Ooh, it got right through the legs of Ebert after Miller changed directions on it off the boards. Look at this, all the way down the left wing, in on goal, and Duran clears it away. Boy, they had a great chance as a man was completely open. Craig Allen picking up a little garbage downfield, and Slobo luckily came way out of his net to force Allen to take a wide route to the goal, and then Daryl Duran covered up. But I tell you one thing, Bob, you can tell there's a difference in the Steamer offense when Don Ebert is in there, because he can really go one-on-one and turn those defenders.
He gives them that extra dimension in the corner and up in the penalty box. He's got good strength. He's got that wide spread, and he'll stay with them. And you complement him with Ricky Davis on the other line, who's very good that way also.
Three-line pass by Slobo, by the way. It'll be a free kick for the Force on the Steamer red line to our left. Murphy chipping it up over the top. Allen, top of the penalty area. Bellinger knocked it away from him. Duncan McEwen clears it high into the crowd. It'll be a kick in for the Cleveland Force. We'll take a timeout. 13:56 left first half. Steamers and the Force tied a goal apiece from Cleveland. This is St. Louis Steamer soccer.
Pontiac has created a driver's car the whole family can enjoy. Pontiac 6000. Enjoy the styling. Enjoy the room. Enjoy the handling. Pontiac 6000. Enjoy. The front-wheel drive 6000, only from Pontiac.
We build excitement. Pontiac.
Village High School band. Bob Carpenter along with Bob Burnett with you from the Richfield Coliseum outside Cleveland. 1-1 soccer game. Peter Miller, by the way, gets the assist on the Cleveland goal. They've changed it from Furphy to Miller, so it reads Hoskevy from Miller at 4:04. Hoskevy's 11th of the year. Slobo straight up the right side for St. Louis. Ricky Davis against Miller. Ricky shielding his man nicely off the ball. Miller held him and was called for the foul. It'll be a St. Louis free kick right from the corner spot. Ricky in the middle. Draghi took a run onto it and couldn't reach it. Duncan McEwen, who's played well so far. Left side for Larry Hulser on the point. St. Louis trying to hem Cleveland in here. Nice ball from Larry to Duncan in the corner. Duncan's crossing pass, which was coming off the boards, was hit by Peter Miller, and Cleveland gets control with Craig Allen on their side. Sammy Bick at his own attacking red line. Furphy got it back for Cleveland. Peter Miller, long ball up over 2 lines for Craig Allen. Sam Bick, who's been Mr. Steady lately on defense, takes it away, and here he comes to midfield. Right side for Draghi. Switches it left side. Nicely Hulser. One touch. Shot blocked at the defense by Miller. That guy's blocked a handful of shots already. Left side, Redmond Lane looking to wind up. Couple of touches to his left. In the corner as Miller tackles onto it. Redmond fanned on his attempted cross. And then Ricky Davis got a piece of it on the way in, and Vaquero comes off the boards aggressively with it. Throws it upfield. Sammy Bick knocked it down, but Christensen got it back. Sammy got a piece of it. Christensen went down for a slide tackle, and Bick ever so confidently kept control, but Draghi lost it to midfield. On the near side, Kai Hoskevy, the man who makes things happen for Cleveland in midfield, against Larry Hulser. They lay it off. Hoskevy shooting about 3 feet wide to the left after a good layoff there top of the penalty area by Louis Nanshaw.
One thing that quick outlet we're getting from Slobo has kept their 2 defenders honest, and they haven't been able to get into the offensive attack. That's helped us. I think if we keep throwing that ball deep, that prevents them from coming forward with their defenders. They're not that quick in the back, and I think we're catching them one-on-one situations, and they're having to follow us in the corners. Just keep going that way and get some support. We had Ricky coming down, and we had Donnie Ebert coming down, but then we get no one coming from the back, and that's important so they can play the ball off to them.
Baltimore leading at home over Buffalo 4-3. They moved into the third quarter there. Wichita is at Pittsburgh tonight. Tacoma is at Kansas City. At the other action, of course, the Steamers will be home 7:35 tomorrow night at the arena. Hope you can join us in person, that is, for St. Louis and Phoenix. Steamers and the Pride. Bellinger, right side boards. Timmy Walters lost control. Raduca clears it away. Bellinger knocked it down to keep it in. And Raduca got it back and gave it back to Chris Vaccaro. By the way, Bob and I would like to wish well, better feelings, I guess, for our buddy Bob Kehoe, who's at home not feeling well this evening. He's missed work for a couple of days. Did such a fine job on the telecast and the broadcast last week. Hope he feels better during the weekend with a little time off. Hoskevy, a hard shot. Slobo punched it away on a good whistling left footer by Kai Hoskevy. Up the far boards. Redmond Lane knocks it away, but it's taken over by Cleveland again. Raduca, Hoskevy, beautiful one-touch soccer. Christensen right side, and Bellinger rejected that. Out on top for Bernie James.
They're keeping those two defenders back. We're going to have to drop our forwards off, Bob, and pick up Hoskevy and someone else, double team them, because they're not pushing forward. They're two defenders back. They're just playing the ball in the corners and playing 3-on-3, and we can get help from our people.
Bellinger's long clearance goes downfield, so the force back to get it. They have James and Raduca offensively. Now they bring on Furphy as well as Drew Ferguson. Nanchoff up front. Peter Miller steps back on. St. Louis with Kehoe, Bellinger, Walters, Lane, and Cohen. Neo guarding Keith Furphy. Furphy got him turned. Neo recovered in time to knock it away. Furphy is dangerous turning off those boards. Got such a great follow-up shot to go with it. Walters, midfield circle. Timmy leaves it back for Ty Kehoe, who looked behind him just to be safe to make sure nobody was catching up with him. Now a long ball played straight upfield, and Vaccaro distributes left side for Drew Ferguson, number 3. Ferguson, nice play by Neil Cohen to knock it away. Number 6 is Trevor Dawkins for Cleveland. Right side for Nanchoff. Fought his way through Sammy Bick to the corner. Neil Cohen knocked him down. That'll be a penalty. And another St. Louis man short situation as Cleveland, who's 1 out of 2 this evening, will get their 3rd power play opportunity. We'll take a timeout. Steamers have to kill another penalty when we come back. 10:04 remaining, second quarter. 1-1 the score. This is Steamer Soccer.
Stock up now and save at Schnucks during the last week for double manufacturer coupons. We've packed our aisles with more of the trusted quality name brand products you want. More than any other store in town. The very best selection at double the savings. So hurry and redeem your favorite coupons at double their value now through Sunday, January 8th at Schnucks. And save half on opening night tickets to Sesame Street Live with discount vouchers from Schnucks, the friendliest stores in town.
Cleveland 16 of 34, 1 of 2 this evening in power play opportunities. Neil Cohen charging the call at 4:56. 3rd Steamer penalty of the night. Furphy plays it in. Sammy Bick rejects it. And they'll have to play it all the way back down to Vaccaro, who steps around Timmy Walters. It'll be Peter Miller and Keith Furphy, the point men, along with Georgie Nanchoff. In front, they've got Hoskevy. Left side, they've got Craig Allen. Some of the best scoring power in the league, maybe the best. Allen in front, and it's knocked away nicely by Walters, who put it up into the stands. If that would have been Kansas City earlier this year, there would have been 2 minutes for delay of game.
Again, Bobby, they're trying to get our deep defender on either side on a 2-on-1 situation, make him commit himself.
Neil Cohen in the penalty box for the next minute 25. Good steal by Bellinger. They've got to go all the way back down to Vaccaro.
Well, anytime we do that and force them back, it'll lead up 5 to 6 to 7 seconds, and that's important. They'll play that ball over to the right or left side and then go deep in the corner.
Right side, Miller chipping it, trying to play a diagonal ball all the way across the penalty area. Furphy fans on a header. Timmy Walters has it. Ty Kehoe ahead for Walters. Timmy can't run on to it. 2 Cleveland players collided at the St. Louis red line. A minute left in the penalty now as Nanchoff gives it left side for Furphy. In the corner for Hoskevy. Sammy Bick on the defense. Ty Kehoe watching Furphy. Tim Walters watching Miller in the other corner. Bellinger watching Allen. Allen with the ball, centers it. Miller shooting, and he hit it wide. Rebound! Knocked away by Bick as Furphy hit it nicely right on the net. Bick clears it away. Ty Kehoe ahead for Walters. He goes one-on-one with Peter Miller. Timmy wasting time, holding control, then fell down. Lost control, and now they've got a 4-on-3. Cleveland, left side, Nanchoff for Furphy. Furphy crosses it, bad angle, shot goes wide. Hoskevy hit it high and wide from a bad angle on the right side, but they set it up beautifully. Sammy Bick will play it downfield just to be safe. 15 seconds left now in the Cleveland power play. 8:20 left in the period. We're tied 1-1. Cacciatore on. Walters is off. Timmy's been working double duty on the penalty killing squad this evening. Murphy, right point. Miller takes the shot as Cacciatore went after him. Bellinger clears it away. That's the end of the Cleveland power play. Neil Cohen is back on. The Steamers has successfully killed the second of 3 Cleveland man advantage situations here tonight. Murphy, long ball, right side. Bellinger, clearance header for Ty Keogh. Kai across the red line to the midfield stripe. Left side now. Bellinger a run to his left. Cacciatore up ahead or inside the penalty area. Keogh shooting, blocked out the defense. George Nanchoff defensively. St. Louis kick in, and we'll have some line changes here as Ricky Davis will come back on. We'll take a timeout. 7:43 left in the first half of play. Steamers in Cleveland tied 1-1 from the Richfield Coliseum. This is St. Louis Steamers soccer.
Look for money-saving Bonanza lunch and dinner coupons in this week's area newspapers. Bonanza, home of the fabulous 60-item Fresh-Tastics food bar.
I'm Jack Lemmon. Do you know someone who is suffering from severe memory loss, confusion, agitation? If so, they could be suffering from Alzheimer's disease, a very serious brain illness with over 2 million victims in America today, and some of them are as young as 40. For help, please call your local chapter of the Alzheimer's Disease Association.
1-1 the scores. 7:43 left first half. Bob Carpenter, Bob Burnett with you. From the Richfield Coliseum, ahead it goes to Ricky Davis from Neil Cohen's free kick. Oop, Ricky dumped from behind. Housegive on the foul. No penalty is called. St. Louis will take the kick quickly. Should be direct. Ricky took it right away before they could set up the wall, thinking very well. McEwen left side. Hulser shooting. Oh, he hit it wide. How did he get that ball across the goal mouth without going in? Davis will be called for charging the keeper here. I thought if Larry Hulser could get it across the goal mouth, he would score, and somehow he did it, and it came all the way across without going in.
I think he really tried to shoot the ball, and he was trying for the far corner. We had no one coming from the right side, but it was a heck of a shot. Boy, Ricky Davis is tough when he plays with his back to the goal up on a high post. He's got great balance in there, and plus, that makes it critical for people coming through to get passes from him. Very dangerous.
Louis Nanchoff against Draghi. Oh, brother. Oh, boy, no penalty. Draghi took down Nanchoff hard after the ball was already away. Up on top, Housegive hit it wide to the near post. I tell you, Bob, you talked about something in the pregame show, and the Cleveland Force does it very well. They shoot to the near post consistently and get those rebounds off the board.
That's right.
Ricky Davis lost his balance after he was tripped up from behind. He's screaming at Herb Silva for a 2-minute penalty on Cleveland. It'll be a St. Louis free kick, and you can tell that Ricky Davis is upset out there. He's really giving the referee some verbal heat. Ricky doesn't do that unless he thinks he's absolutely right. Up ahead for Davis, who's backing in against James. Turns him, still turning, trying to get a shot away. Off the boards, did so weakly. Ricky, with that great strength of his, was leaning in, but the only problem, Bernie James is one of the few guys in the league that's built a lot like Ricky, and he's just as strong as Ricky is, and they had a real standoff there. Bernie James is a big man. James goes 6 foot 200. Ricky Davis, not nearly that big. In the right wing corner, Davis against James, and Bernie gets it back to his keeper, Chris Vaccaro, with 6:15 left, first half. Draghi at midfield against Nanchoff, ran him off the ball nicely and cleanly. Sammy Bick, trying to play it up the right wing boards, has to go back to Slobo instead. Ferguson doing some up-front marking to give the Steamers some problems. Bick plays a long ball, but it's going to go into the stands. It'll be a Cleveland goal kick as Sammy tried to angle it to the left wing glass for Ebert and Cacciatore. We haven't seen much of Don Ebert here in the second quarter, Bob, but he's out there now with Cacciatore, and Daryl Duran joins them as the midfielder.
Donnie kind of cued that ball. He came up to the high post, and with his right hand, he sort of waved it, and then he doubled back, and he was looking for that long ball from Sammy Bick, trying to play it off the wall, which was giving him the inside position. No, we haven't seen him on a regular shift, and I think that's apparent because of his fitness. But, you know, when he is in there, again, he's dangerous. He's just like Ricky Davis. He's tough inside that box.
Bellinger intercepts a straight upfield pass by Vaccaro. Tony straight up the middle, left side behind Cacciatore. Catch takes a run to the corner with it. Peter Miller knocks him off the ball, and then Catch tripped him up. It'll be a Cleveland free kick in their defensive right wing corner. And Miller will be the trigger man here. Handed it right to Jeff Cacciatore. He tried to center it for Ebert. Ball knocked away by the Cleveland defense. Peter Miller brings it upfield. Peter Miller, 33 years old, but he is a great defender. Very experienced, never overcommits himself. Steamer, young legs, unable to beat him so far. Trevor Dawkins, left side for Miller. Long right wing ball for Craig Allen. It hugs the boards as it comes around, and Slobo out to grab it. Here's his line drive kick up to midfield. It's going to bounce right into the penalty box. It'll be a kick in for Cleveland. Slobo tries to angle that ball toward the wing so it hits the glass and gives his attacking player a chance to shield that ball off the glass away from the defender. Sometimes, though, it bounces into the penalty box like it did there. Sammy Bick plays it back on defense for Bellinger. Craig Allen taking runs at a couple of people out there, bouncing with Bick and Bellinger. Left side, Ebert stopped there by Peter Miller. Don Ebert threw a little bit of an elbow after he was stopped, and Peter Miller took it right on the side of the face. It'll be a free kick for Cleveland, and Peter Miller is hurting a little bit after Ebert gave him a bit of a shot. 5 minutes left in the quarter.
Johnny's limping a little bit, too. You know, I hope it's not that bad foot that he's just recovering from.
Well, you know, he told me before the game it's not 100%. He's going to have to play in a little bit of discomfort because it's not completely healed. He's just got to go as much as he can. Said he's going crazy sitting around watching us on radio and TV. Not because we're lousy or anything, just because he loves to play. Right side, Furphy. Shot goes wide. Daryl Duran for Tony Bellinger. Slobo has the ball now and looks upfield. Line drives it for Tim Walters. Miller up over his back to head it down for Drew Ferguson. He angles a right wing ball, but not running onto it was Trevor Dawkins. And Redmond Lane gives it ahead for Tony Bellinger. Tony straight up the field for Walters. Tony running to Timmy's left. Walters holding on to it. 2-on-2. Turns it inside. Shooting high off the glass. Too tall for a Bellinger rebound. Redmond Lane to the left wing point. Redmond centers it for Ty Keogh. Keogh looking, shooting, left side. He didn't miss by much to the left. Bounces off the boards, and Vaquero gets it back from his defense. Steamers look good on that play that time.
Pace has slowed down. Cleveland looks slow. And I don't know if it's the pace that St. Louis has set in the first quarter and part of the second quarter here. Looks like we can come at them good and take them on. They don't have all that quickness. What they like to do is play out there and build up and try and lull you out and then play that ball along in the corner to create some one-on-one situations. And I think we have to do the same thing to them.
Head ball clearance by Sammy Bick went up over 3 lines. Cleveland free kick. Tim Walters directing traffic along with Redmond Lane, Sammy Bick, Ty Keogh, and Neil Cohen. They get it up to the penalty area. Furphy in the left side against Neil Cohen. Neil gets him pushed away from the goal a bit. Ty Keogh helping out now along the boards. A whistle and a foul on Cohen. It'll be a free kick for Cleveland. Furphy triggering it out on top for Bernie James. Redmond Lane watching him closely. They play it up the middle. Timmy Walters an interception after a good defensive play by Ty Keogh. Timmy up the right wing boards to the red line, cuts it in the middle nicely. Chance for a shot here. Shoots on goal, and Vaquero made the save. Timmy hit a nice left footer right on the net. Vaquero went to his knees and then reached up high to punch it down.
Glad to see Timmy doing what he's doing. He's taking people on, trying to create some offensive work for himself and people off the ball. That's very important. That shot could have gone in. He hit a good ball.
Redmond Lane back in his own defense, in trouble, gives it back to Slobo. You know, one thing, Bob, it looks like the Steamers are using more people than Cleveland. That could be a reason they're got the better of the pace right now.
They're coming from the back with their people, but I think what's hurting Cleveland, they just don't know what we're going to do on transition.
Ooh, Ricky Davis, a couple of great moves off the boards, played the ball to himself and almost towed one into the net. Duncan McEwen brings it around the boards, too close to the keeper. Vaquero controls, but Ricky Davis just showed perfect geometry, you might say, there, and using the boards beautifully. On the near side, Nanchoff against Tony Bellinger to the St. Louis defensive red line. Nanchoff, couple of touches. Bellinger bumped him. Cleared away by Ty Keogh. Steamers are looking very good man-to-man on defense, marking well. Hoskivy, midfielder, top of the penalty area. Right side it goes for Nanchoff, turning and faking a shot. Off the boards, and Slobo grabbed it just as it got there. Gives it off right side for Draghi. Donald up to Ricky Davis, who's giving Cleveland a lot of problems here tonight. He's giving everybody problems. Ricky to the left side. It's a 2-on-4 break. Davis in on goal, left side. James knocked it away. It was a smart shot by Ricky, though, because it could have easily hit a defender and deflected into the net because they were backtracking right toward the goal. Hulser, left side. Larry to the left wing corner. Off the boards, Vaquero punched it away. Davis got possession back. Hulser turning and saved. It hit a defender on the way in, and Vaquero got a piece of it diving to his left. Hoskivy straight upfield for Nanchoff. Nanchoff against Hulser, who's got him beaten on the far boards. Larry being held from behind. It'll be a Cleveland foul and a St. Louis free kick as Ebert and Cacciatore are back on.
Team speed, we just look like we're quicker, and they're having some problems staying with us. If we take the whole width here now and play and come with our backs forward, we could do some things to them that they couldn't stay with us. They, in turn, are worried about that, and they're trying to be cautious in playing against us with just 3 people, although the 3 people they have on offense are very tough. Defensively, we're marking great.
Bellinger loses it. Straight ahead it goes, and Slobo clears it downfield. It'll be a 3-line clearance, but Slobo saved the day as Drew Ferguson had taken it away from Tony Bellinger and was trying to set up Christensen in alone on goal. Now they take the restart quickly. 1 minute left in the second quarter of play. Still a 1-1 game, and I think some people may be surprised this affair isn't higher scoring at this point. A foul on Bellinger about 15 yards in front of Slobo. It'll be a Cleveland free kick out on top. 52 seconds left. Louis Nanchoff, left side, shot, save, Slobo. Hitting it hard there was Trevor Dawkins, who was completely unmarked on the left side. Slobo's been brilliant here in the first half. Draghi gets it from Ebert. Don Draghi up the left wing, Ebert in front. Draghi holding it ahead to Don. Turning, scores! Don Ebert, his first game back from the injury. A good ball from Draghi. He turned it beautifully and put it under Vaquero. Steamers 2-1, and welcome back Donnie Ebert.
That's where he does the job, inside the box. He likes to spread his feet. Turned with the ball like that, can go either right or left. He hit the ball with his right foot in the right corner. He had a defender going one way. Boy, and he looked happy on that. He and Ricky Davis give you a tandem in there. They're excellent in the box.
14:24 the time of the goal. Don Draghi gets the assist. Congratulations to him. It's Donald's first point as a Steamer. Ebert is 5th of the year from Draghi at 14:24. And the Steamers a big goal in the last minute of the first half, and that is encouraging.
Bob, 35 seconds to go, and well, 33 seconds right now. Now it's important to hang in here. Go in there 2-1 or get another goal, but don't let them come back. We've got the momentum going for us at this point. Let's go into the locker room with momentum on our side.
Bernie James, long ball right off the kickoff. Down deep left wing corner. Daryl Duran helping out there. Neo Cohen clears it out left point. Controlling there is number 6 for Cleveland, Trevor Dawkins. Right side for James. Long ball in on goal. Cohen heads it away. 15 seconds remaining. Timmy Walders knocked it down. It was an unintentional handball, and it'll be a Cleveland free kick. 15 seconds remaining. Houskevy. Oh, a save for Slobo. How did he see that ball? There were all kind of bodies between the ball and Slobo. Now Sammy Bick gets it nicely from Tim Walders with 5 seconds left. Looks like the Steamers will escape to the locker room with a 1-goal lead at the half. There it is. Well done for St. Louis in the second quarter of play. Neil Cohen a charging penalty at 4:56. But the only scoring of the period, Don Ebert is 5th of the year from Don Draghi, his first assist at 14:24, only 36 remaining in the second quarter of play. And the Steamers, after 30 minutes of indoor soccer, lead the Cleveland Force on the road by a 2-1 score. Back with halftime observations in a moment from Richfield, Ohio. This is St. Louis Steamers soccer. Here are tonight's 4 big winners in the Steamers 6-pack sweepstakes. If you see your name, call the Big 3-0 at 436-3030 within 2 business days. And you and 5 friends will enjoy a Steamers home game, courtesy of the Big 3-0, Budweiser, and the St. Louis Steamers. We'll announce the names of 4 more winners during the next televised game. Keep watching Channel 30.